And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit.
What's the deal, y'all? Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. We back in action with another reaction video. Back in this thing, like cook, cracking this thing, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on over here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, some knowledge you can't get in college. Stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Hit the subscribe button, become part of this Rich Trapper Mafia. Hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest of what we got going on over here. TNN Trap News Network. Find my newest single, Something Gone. It's out now on all streaming platforms. Get into that. Something Gone. It's out now, man. All streaming platforms, get into that. If you haven't heard, you need to get into these Signature Honey cigars, man. Shout out to T.I. Shout out to Signature Cigars, not intended for minors. Sweet, honey, aromatic flavors. They are a better version of Backwoods. You want to make sure you get the T.I. pack. They got some Lil Durks. They got some Chief Keefs. I think they might have some Lil Boosies too. I ain't 100% sure, but I know they got the Chief Keef and the Lil Durks. But you want to get the T.I.s, man, so make sure you get into these. If you have not gotten into these, man, Honey Signature Cigars, get into these if you ain't got into these. Make sure you also get into these, man, Tasty Live Resin Disposable Cartridges. Live Resin Disposable Cartridges, man, made by Tasty. Find them at a local dispensary near you. Cannabis-derived terpenes, premium category 3 distillate, no pesticides or heavy metals like a rock band, no glucose, glycerin, MCT, or any other additives. 5 1,000 milligram cartridges with each box. Get into that if you have not gotten into that. You want to jump into these comments. You want to drop in my Instagram DM because you want to get registered for this live music review we doing Sunday, May the 12th. We giving away $50 to the best song of the live music review, man. We dropping all the way dropping that chili all the way off on the best song. So if you want to get registered, drop a DM in my Instagram, TRAPNEWSNETWORX. There's a link in the description below that sends you right to the Instagram. If you want to get into that, it's going to be Sunday, May the 12th at 3 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Make sure you get into that. If you haven't gotten into that, man, make sure you tap in with that, get into that, all that. We giving away $150, big dog. Drop a comment because the best comment of the month of April provided. The best comment of the month of April will receive a $50 cash app, but the top commenter between now and the 10,000 subscriber mark, provided we get there before May the 14th, will receive a $150 cash app. So we giving away good chili here at TNN Trap News Net. What the hell was that? Good chili here at TNN Trap News Network. We got the Rich Trapper Mafia showing up how y'all always show up. Who sent me this? My bad, y'all. I want to make sure I just shout out the Rich Trapper Mafia member who sent me this. This is from my guy, Michael McCullough. My man, Michael McCullough, bro. I appreciate you for coming through. I am following you back on Instagram as of now, and he's showing potential proof that Snitch Hunted not only has a charge that he got convicted, which would make it a little bit hard to understand how he got a gun license. We're going to jump into this content, man, without no further do's or don'ts, man. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
See y'all soon, man. Game time.
Christopher Lovejoy. Who is he? With him stepping in as a late notice opponent against Dave Allen, many have been asking just who is this unbeaten American? Is he the real deal? Where did he come from? Is he any good? These are questions that his opponent Dave Allen is also asking.
Now, for those of y'all who don't know, this happened. This is, let me see. 3 years ago is when this came out. And the fight with Dave Allen ended up with Christopher Lovejoy getting a technical knockout, not winning by technical knockout, losing by technical knockout. Y'all can actually go see. I did a full breakdown of that video too, where Christopher Lovejoy got bow, 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 boom, head, shoulders, knees and toes placed upon him. And this breaks down how much of a fraudulent boxer he is so far. But we're going to look for one thing specifically. Let's get into this.
And as a channel that has covered Lovejoy since he randomly burst into the WBA rankings in September 2018, I'll try to shed some light on the unbeaten 36-year-old in this video, who goes into the Allen fight with a record of 19-0. We'll start at the beginning. Lovejoy, he began his career in 2016 in a club fight in Tijuana, Mexico.
So that's basically like any bar you go into in any random city, they have like Friday night brawls, and you just sign up and fight anybody. That's not nothing.
A couple of years, the brash-talking American was ranked number 15 by the WBA, sporting a record at the time of 14-0. with only one of those wins coming against a fighter with a winning record. And that
Out of 14 fights, you only fought one fighter who had actually been in a fight before. Got it.
ranking, it did draw some headlines, many not that favourable given that the American at the time was outside of the top 200 on BoxRec. But Lovejoy, he was intent on telling anyone who would listen that he was 15th best in the world. He would also post to Instagram in 2018 that his then promoter Floyd Mayweather would set him up with Anthony Joshua if he could get to 20-0. And at the time, he was also working with Floyd Sr. in a training capacity. And that year, he also captured the GBO heavyweight title. Later, he would part ways with Mayweather. His time in the rankings, though, it was brief. Just a month dropped, but he did continue to fight in Mexico on club shows, returning another 3 wins to round out 2018.
Joe Joyce, I watched the fight, man. Congratulations, that was a nice win. But look, calling you out, I need that work. We need that fight.
But this is where Lovejoy's career really gets interesting, as the rush of low-level fights that had marked the start of his career, they just dried up completely. Lovejoy was also now openly calling out highly ranked fighters and looking for what he was calling the money fight. And while he may have only fought once in 2019, he still drew his fair share of headlines, having almost fought Nathan Gorman, but it falling through at the last minute, apparently not Lovejoy's fault. Rumours also emerging that Lovejoy was dropped by Tyson Fury in sparring in Las Vegas, but this was heavily disputed by Lovejoy himself.
I'm sure Tyson Fury whooped his double in a sparring match. Come on, bro. Why? Okay. Why are we even debating this, bro? Like, we know Tyson Fury will whoop. Okay.
That dude running around the ring, then I knock you out the ring. You know what I'm saying? You keep my name out your mouth, homie.
Lovejoy also started up a GoFundMe page for fans to help him out around the time that he did some jail time. But
I think we got our thumbnail.
And Rich Trapper tapping in.
man, I messed
TNN
up.
Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
My bad, y'all.
The homie wants you to whitelist this shit too. Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
That right there looks like a Department of Corrections. That's not LA County Jail, big dog. That ain't no LA County Jail wristband. That look like a Department of Corrections weapon. Or it might be. It might be. Let me see. 195, 38, 48. No, that's too many numbers. See, I still remember my first LA County Jail number, 1953848. 19538. Yeah, that's too many numbers. Huh. But you got that firearm license. Huh.
But despite the inactivity, the WBA came calling again. It ranked Lovejoy. Lovejoy also started up a GoFundMe page for fans to help him out around the time that he did some jail time. But despite the inactivity, the WBA came calling again. It ranked Lovejoy in September 2019, this time slotting him at number 10. He would remain in the rankings for 4 consecutive months. Veteran promoter Lou DiBella even at one point questioned in public how Lovejoy could be ranked. He would start 2020 with another low-level fight against another journeyman in Mexico. There were meant to be other fights in 2022 in America, but some fell over due to COVID, while there was no explanation for others. And the most high-profile of those that fell over was
Like, he was supposed to have that fight with Cartoon, but then he swore to God he had to go to Africa.
a supposed fight against WBA interim title holder Trevor Bryan, with Lovejoy claiming he would be ranked by the WBA and then the fight would be announced for September 2020. And the ranking did actually happen as predicted, but the fight did not, although Lovejoy did claim in public to have been paid a deposit by Don King for the fight.
It's official. Deposit cleared. We'll see y'all soon, man.
Even without that fight though, Lovejoy was somehow a WBA ranked fighter for the 3rd time, with a bloated 19-0 record and only
It sounds like somebody's just paying this man all the way along. Like the same way Big U said, he paid the Mexican fighters to take dives, and that makes sense because even this guy who is narrating, you know he don't know Big U. That man don't know nothing about Big U. And he's pretty much saying the same thing. Like, he said this man's record was bloated, meaning exaggerated, meaning that it was flu, flam, and skullduggery.
Having fought the one fighter with a winning record. And then Dave Allen's original opponent, Christian Hammer, caught COVID. He was forced to pull out. Lovejoy puts his hand up for the fight, and what seemingly looked improbable became a reality, with the WBA ranking probably key in helping the American land the Allen fight. So now we have more eyes on Lovejoy, more questions, many people not having heard much or anything about this guy, because none of his fights have been televised. There is no footage available online.
There's no nothing in the fights we do see of this man is him losing.
So there's a lingering question. How good is Christopher Lovejoy? And that was a question I posed in my annual Contender or Pretender video earlier in 2020. But one heavyweight who has sparred Lovejoy in 2020 is Johnny Rice, and he told this channel that Lovejoy does actually have some ability, and he does have some skills and a good right hand. But beyond that, all we have to go on is pad work and other training clips, which, depending on what you're watching, seems to be a bit of a mixed bag. Even Dave Allen is at a bit of a loss.
I genuinely don't know. I've only seen what everyone else has seen. There's no bouts of him online. It's hard to get a gauge on it, but the bloke looks like a melted candle. Am I confident of winning? Yeah, I am actually, yeah. I am, to be honest, yeah. Yeah, Lovejoy, I think he just talks bollocks, don't he? I find him, you know what, I find him quite humorous. I can't not Lovejoy. If he comes over, you know what, I'll shake his hand, well done, mate. You know what I mean? Great, but I don't dislike him at all. I think it's quite funny. It's in sound. I just hope he puts a good fight up and it's a good fight, and that's it, you know. People are getting grief. He's had 19 fights, fair enough. He's knocked them all out. It's not like any of these gentlemen are beating, so I don't know.
Bro's basically saying Christopher Lovejoy is an absolute nobody, and where did he come from? Nowhere.
I don't think he's the best fighter in the world by what I can see, but there's not a lot to see, to be honest. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm fit and I feel ready, so it's good. It's been a long time coming, boxing. Getting past 3 rounds, I think they'll be blind after one. But so might I. Yeah, there's never been fighting. I don't know. Well, it's not a bad thing for him because I ain't got a clue what his style is. I don't really know anything, so I don't know.
But a confident Christopher Lovejoy is embracing the attention he's getting for this fight, lapping it up on social media, engaging with fans, those who are even criticising him and making derogatory comments. He's loving it. And here is a smattering of his quotes from Instagram on how he thinks he'll perform.
What it do? Let's get some of these questions. I had like 500 questions. I can't even really answer all of them, so I got to just read them from off of here. Sean King say, I'm a boxer myself, been training for a while. I always like to ask other fighters, what motivates you? Well, the bag. We gotta get some money.
This makes sense. Him being this person makes 100% sense. The tough guy, the killer, the dealer, all that kind of stuff that he's trying to perpetrate, that's clearly not him. That doesn't make sense. But this person makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, I gotta just keep going. I prayed on this. I've been waiting on this. So that's my proof. My faith is my proof. You know what I'm saying? So that's what keep me going, God. You know what I'm saying? All the people from all over the world be writing me, telling me keep going. They've been following me. They've been watching me. They're hoping for me. They're praying for me. That's what keep me going. You know what I'm saying? People I don't even know all across the world telling me, keep going, man. You got it. That's what keep me going. Real talk. Definitely. I'm going to make them quit. Game time. Show time. Chow time. Fought about with a winning record. Man, you better check my resume. My third or fourth fight, I fought somebody who was 14-3. Stop playing with me, man. He never been knocked out. So what? I ain't never been to UK. And worry, I'm not.
And then he knocked you out.
Worried about.
This didn't age well at all because he did, in fact, Dave Allen. If you look up the Christopher Lovejoy, Dave Allen fight, I almost say Christopher Love Boys, but don't look up Christopher Love Boys. Christopher Lovejoy, Dave Allen fight, you'll see that Dave Allen actually did do it to you.
Nothing. I'm out here. What's happening? Well, I don't know. I've been here before. It's nothing. I mean, I got a chant. It's called a boxer's chant. See? Boom, 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 boom. To knock this fool out and show everybody one shot, get him. I ain't playing. I ain't playing no games. I'm here. Me and Eddie Hearn are beefing right now, so we're not talking. Anyway, you can bring me an outlet converter so my plans can work. I really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
Christopher's got your message. I'm only bringing one thing for you. It's the bubble. it's this, you fat pussy.
Given Lovejoy has spoken about being close to 350 pounds heading into this fight, perhaps we shouldn't expect this fight to go too many rounds. The likely outcome could either be Lovejoy swings for the fences and gasses out and is taken out, or somehow he manages to defeat Dave Allen's durability and stop him, something that no one else has managed to do so far in the early rounds.
And again, Dave Allen did in fact whoop Christopher Lovejoy.
And there is an argument to say that this fight is more of an oddity and a curiosity due to the known unknowns about Lovejoy. But one thing will be clear after this fight. After 2 years, much waiting, much talk, much chat from Christopher Lovejoy, we're going to see him in a ring on TV. We will know how good he is or otherwise. And that's what I'm looking forward to most about this fight. Not about who wins or who doesn't, but I want to see what goes down. What do you make of it all? Drop a comment, loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm
All
out.
right, man. So shout out to Boxing Square. We finna get up out of here to the next one. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going over here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure y'all get into that, man. Hit the subscribe button, become part of this Hit the subscribe button, become part of this rich trapper mafia. I was finna say trip trapper trophy. It's the leaf, man. Every time I do the leaves, man, every time they're a better version of Backwood. It's like I only smoke tree. It's like, man, it was thin. I'm smacked. Either way, no back on fit. Hit the subscribe button, become part of this rich trapper mafia. Hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all say tap in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news reviews, some knowledge you can't get a college. Big dog made it 12. Tap in on Instagram, TRAP, NEWS, Trap News Network, and make sure you get registered for that live music review. Get into that. If you ain't got into that, we giving away $50, man. Sunday, May the 12th at 3 o'clock in LA, 6 o'clock in New York. We will be giving away 3 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't worry about it. We get you all that information. Trap News Network. It's a link in the description. Get into that red dot, slide it to the left. Get some of this good Chiliano we giving away here at TNN Trap News Network. It's Free Avenue Angel until he wait, hold on. New single, something gone. That's out now, man. Go ahead and get into this, man. We gone. Free Avenue Angel until he's free. We out of here.